so talking about really solidifying the changes that we made in the 90-90 for the EX or the external rotation. It's really, really simple, something that's easy to get behind. Just have to stay in that position. So instead of putting you in the 90-90, which is also an option, have you moving through there, what we're going to do is we're going to actually do a rubber guard, so similar to some MMA stuff. We're going to go ahead and take that hand and grab the opposite hip. She's going to pull it towards us. What we're working on doing is actually getting the hip to rotate, so she can take this hand, put it on the inside, and she can actually push it away, and that will cause more rotation at the hip. The other thing that we can do is we can kind of even get it more to the midline, and that'll really open that up. There you go. So it'll free up some space to get a little more rotation. So from here, we even want to get this crazy foot thing where we try to even get max mobility at the ankle and turn out. What we're going to do is we're going to take a big deep breath in, exhale everything out, get the ribs down in. Sniff some air in, trap in the lower abdominals. Now she's going to start to tension all this inside stuff, everything here, and then there's some deep hip rotators deep in the glutes that you're going to feel trying to hold that rotation. On the count of 3, we're going to let go and have her hold. 3, 2, 1. She can put the hand on the ground. She's working really hard. Don't just try to hold it here. Try to increase your rotation and get a little bit more out of it, feeling that bottom of the glute rotating. Holding, holding. You can do 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly let it go. The less time you take in between, obviously the better and more challenging it's going to be. So if she can pull that right back up, right into it, pull that out. A couple of things not to do. When she's doing it right now, she's already holding it up in her mind. Even though her hands are here, she's already using those muscles, she's creating the tension. Don't just start your tension on the 3rd second and try to let go, because you're going to lag. So this is what a bad one's going to look like. So have very little tension and let go and let it go. Good. So you can see she gets that lag, and now she's trying to create tension here, but it's not really going to work out too well, so we've reset that. Just make sure that there's as little lag as possible where it actually drops out. We want to try to solidify and keep it there. Okay? As far as, again, athlete, whoever it's going to be, it's going to have their individual needs. Really try to push it, but at the same time, take it to them, whatever level they're at. That's when you're going to want to do 10, 15. You can get all the way up to 30 if you're a real Jedi or whatever works. Alright, so just like we showed you the lift-offs for the internal rotation, you're going to go ahead and see them now for the external rotation. As far as making this easier or harder, the more upright her body is, the harder it is. So if she wants to, she can get a little bit further this way. We can put the elbow down. You can even really open up the angle and get even further. What she's going to do is make sure that this leg stays straight. So I want to make sure there's a straight line from the heel to the spine. Try not to flex your spine forward. Try to stay tall. Keep the abs tight. From there, we're going to go ahead and sniff some air in, get nice and tight. Then she's going to go ahead and rotate from the hip here. The knee is basically going to stay on the ground, and she's going to go ahead and try to lift this up. So picture that her hip is actually turning, holding, 3, 2, 1, coming down. Again, up, 3, 2, 1, coming down. So say that we want to go ahead and make this a little bit harder on her. She's already up straight. Again, Ewan's pretty advanced, so this is going to be a little bit difficult at first. I would go ahead and wind her up a little bit, give her a little bit of height. Now she's got to lift off of me. Ready, set, go, lift. 3, 2, 1, come down. Say she couldn't lift there, but we really got her to what we thought was her end range. I can have her push down into me. 3, 2, 1, now lift. Up, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So this is going to be a really great way to kind of solidify and make that end range a little bit stronger that we gained from the 90-90 external rotation.